One of the questions we often get from people who call us about diversity and inclusion services is, how do we get started and what is the best way to get started? And one of the ideal ways to get started with diversity and inclusion work in an organization is to do an assessment of what the needs are of your organization, what is the information and skill level that already exists in your organization, and what are the issues that your organization members or employees see around diversity and inclusion issues. First of all, that kind of intervention, the intervention of an assessment, is actually a training intervention in and of itself, because often we like to do that kind of assessment through a focus group model, which means we get to sit down and meet random numbers of your organization members or employees in focus groups. We get to ask them questions about what their thoughts are about diversity and inclusion in your organization, what is working well, what could be improved, what is happening at each of the 4 levels, at the personal, interpersonal, cultural, and institutional level in your organization as it regards diversity and inclusion issues, what improvements or recommendations do they have, and what efforts are they willing to continue to be involved in or to offer in support of a diversity and inclusion initiative. This kind of engagement with a core group of your employees or organization members not only gives us information about the thinking and feeling and experiences of people in your organization, but it enrolls them from the beginning in the initiative as well as in a relationship with us as the service providers. It is a very important first step that can create success in your follow-up initiative. We then make a recommendation to you based on that information, and then tailor and deliver services to you based on what your members and employees have told us. So you can imagine how much more helpful it is when we design a training program with their input or some other type of intervention for you, and we deliver that intervention, and we are meeting some of the people who offer that information, and they see their ideas being put to use and being put to work, that they are partners in the endeavor versus feeling like prisoners or forced participants in a process that they did not have any role in creating. And so for that reason, an assessment can be critical.